Have you ever felt like you're trapped in your own mind, watching yourself making promises you know you won't keep? Like, no matter how hard you try, you're stuck in this endless loop of starting over, only to end up in the same place. In this video, I'll show you how to break free from self-doubt and finally trust your own actions. I'll explain why it's not as hard as you think and why something as simple as filling up a cookie jar can change your entire life. Yes, I said a cookie jar. Most of us feel stuck second-guessing ourselves at every step, too scared to even try because we're haunted by the question, what if I fail? I myself, I'm not a guru, nor am I a celebrity or something with everything figured out. I'm just someone who hit rock bottom and decided enough was enough. At one point, I felt like my life was slipping through my fingers. Every day was the same. Empty promises, failure after failure. I was stuck in a cycle of shame and regret. One day, I decided to do something different. Not some big or life-changing leap, just one small, simple action. I told myself, if I can just do one thing right today, it will be enough. Waking up at the same time every day. I failed at first, overslept, hit the snooze button, skipping tasks, or just giving up. I couldn't even trust myself to follow through on the smallest commitments, and every failure made me doubt myself even more. But here's what surprised me. The fear started fading. I worked out at home because I was too scared to step into a public gym. I cooked my own meals, even if they turned out to be awful sometimes. I drank more water, even though I hated tracking it. And slowly, I started to build momentum. One small win at a time, I began to trust myself again. Every little win became a cookie in my jar, a reminder that I could do it. And eventually, that jar started to fill up. David Goggins himself. He talks about the cookie jar effect and is the reason why I'm even making this video. Listen to him.
As you all know, your mom has a cookie jar, and sometimes you might have an Oreo, sometimes you might have a Chips Ahoy, sometimes you might have an oatmeal raisin cookie. You never know. It's just in there. My cookie jar has every single failure and success of my life, something I overcame. So what happens in time of life when you're stressed out and things get bad, even the hardest guy in the world, me, everybody thinks, and I think I'm the hardest guy in the world. You gotta believe that. You gotta believe you are something. I will, in my mind, reach into my cookie jar, and sometimes you forget how hard you are in times of need. Because you're stressed. But you forget, I'm a fucking Navy SEAL, I'm a Ranger, I'm this and that, but you forget all that because your life sucks. I calm down, take that 1 second, get control of my life, reach in the cookie jar. Well, you got called nigger your whole life, and you're now the only person in history to do this, and this. Put it back in the cookie jar, reset my mind. You have to remind yourself of how badass you really are in times of need. That's the fucking cookie jar.
Now, with Jordan Peterson in mind, who really believes that starting to clean your room as the first step that you even or could even do in your life would be the biggest and best simple thing that can change your environment and set the stage for more and more improvement.
Well, if you were coming to see me for psychotherapy, the easiest thing for us to do first would just be to get you to organize your room. You think, well, is that psychotherapy? And the answer is, well, it depends on how you conceive the limits of your being. And I would say, start where you can start. You know, if something announces itself to you, which is a strange way of thinking about it, as in need of repair, that you could repair, then, hey, fix it. You fix 100 things like that, your life will be a lot different.
The hardest part isn't the journey ahead. The hardest part is starting, and that's what you've already done by watching this video.